Welcome to another episode of me losing my shit over people hating on something because they're retarded, because I'm unmedicated, even though I have like 15 disabilities they haven't been diagnosed with, because going to the doctor is scary. Valentine's Day edition. I'm your not well known nor well respected host, Palmini Gay. Woohoo! Hell yeah! Coming at you with a video about the backscatter. Ah yes, the best thing to talk about for the Valentine's Day special. The penis gun, the penis scout essential, the backshots gun, and the best gun for making doing your mom jokes. It's shaped like a dick and balls, perfect for this special. So yeah, I'll be losing my shit over a gun that looks like dick and balls. I think the brain would hit me hard. In case you're wondering about the actual stats or the weapon model, are you fucking stupid? Like, why would you watch a video about me defending a weapon in TF2 if you don't know its stats or haven't played TF2? What are you? A fucking redditor? But since not everyone has elite ball knowledge like me, I can forgive you for not knowing the weapon model at least. It's a shotgun with two barrels attached to the back and is meant for backshotting. See? I simplified it because I don't like dragging my video durations out because I don't have the sea of the cornball to drag out my vids. Anyways, the backscatter is the most overhated weapon in the game, no doubt in my mind. But why? Well, I'll go with some shitty points people make over the backscatter and debunk them, so grab some snacks and relax, my shites.
Well, the backscatter only one-shots light classes, so you can only one-shot oblivious snipers.
Okay, yeah, the backscatter only breaks the threshold of killing someone in less balls than stock on light classes or medics using the white asa, which nobody uses since it's trash, so practically only light classes. But who says you're gonna be fighting every class at full HP or max overkill? The fuck? You're flanking, which means you're gonna be sneaking behind your enemies who are in the front line. You're gonna be injured from fighting, which means the mini-crits will help you win fights, finish them quicker, or at least increasing your chance of winning by getting 1 or 2 mini-crits before your enemy turns around. If they even have the time to react to a random scout suddenly becoming a pain in the ass. Haha, get it? And the entire, oh well, you can catch up to spies or scouts, and angels will be hiding behind their buildings. I'm also autistic and I eat Play-Doh, is bullshit. If a spy is caught by your team, then he either backstabs someone and is A, running away, or B, going in for more backstabs, or trickstabbing people so he can release enough dopamine into his head that he forgets he didn't shower or touch grass for 2 weeks straight. Also, stop eating Play-Doh, dumbass. And when did you ever see a scout running away mid-fight? If he's fighting you, he'll finish the 1v1 he has with you, or if he's attacked by multiple people, he just fucking dies. Is the backscatter meant to ambush people via flanking to make use of its mini-crits? Yes. Is it necessary to flank 100% of the times though? Hell no. So who says you can get a scout while he's distracted? And hell, you can even trick scatter someone by getting to turn their back to you mid-fight. Oh well, what about engineers? How will you one-shot them? The first thing an engineer should do when his nest is destroyed is run away, leaving their back vulnerable to you, and in a last-ditch effort, you may as well run into the engineer's nest and get him if you're about to die anyway. Plus, I've ran into dozens of idle or clueless engineers who can't put anything up and aren't checking their backs. Plus, taking care of Angie is spy's job. Why should a scout do the spy's job? He can one-shot 3 out of the 9 light classes with little to no struggle. It's clearly not only for one-shotting snipers.
Well, the downsides are too punishing. Let me tell you why you're blatantly wrong for like the 57th time. Imagine a scout who can unload 6 mini-crit mid-shots into you while his only downside is an accuracy penalty, which doesn't fucking matter cause he's right up your ass mid-shotting you and doing mini-crits, negating the no random crit stat as well. Would that be fair? Hell no. Imagine a scout only has a reduced clip size and no random crits as his only downside, meaning that even if he isn't mid-shotting someone, he's still good at mid-range while being able to perfectly land his shots way more at close range. Would that be fair? Hell nah. And imagine being able to deal mini-crits and random crits as well. I don't need to explain why that won't be too balanced or fair now, do I? Though some scout weapons don't get the memo.
the sun on a stick. What was that? Nothing. The downsides are there to keep the backscatter from being unfun to fight by stopping it from letting you do your job as the scout better and more easily in like 10 different ways with little to no risk for going in. So while people complaining the backscatter isn't the scorch sheet jacked up to 11.
While it pigeonholes you into a playstyle.
What playstyle? Like the Babyface's blaster, which forces you to be a team or rip-off version of the pyro, but while that pyro is on crack cocaine, with how grounded and aggressive you gotta play, and you're forced to practically become the demo man if the canon event never happened in his life and he never hit the gym, due to how mid-range you're forced to play with something like the shortstop. The backscatter rewards you for playing scout the way you're supposed to, flank, and at the end of the day, just like the force of nature, if you aren't flanking because you're unable to, due to the enemy team having like 6 engineers who watched one Uncle Dane video, so now they play nothing but NG, you can still occasionally catch someone flanking your team or having their back turned, utilizing your ambush/flank playstyle. I mean seriously, if no one says anything about the force of nature being weaker when not flanking, even though the flanking and mobility to surprise your enemies with the fan is optional, why do they say something about the backscatter being weaker when not flanking, even though it's intended to flank, and flanking the scout's entire fucking shtick? If anything, it's better than the force of nature. While in the only way to the clear of my Venus Scout. Oh fuck off! Just because you use the backscatter on Venus Scout 99% of the times doesn't mean I only use it on Venus Scout. I mean 1% is like 1 inch, it's way bigger than people say it is. Plus, the cleaver backscatter combo is way superior to the mid-ass shortstop cleaver combo. You're just brainwashed by the shortstop game in the skies, but people with 10 hours of scout mature shortstop is good if the backscatter is bad. By the way, 100 and first coming to contact with the scout function with under 3,000 suffers. Yeah, the backscatter does pair with the cleaver. And of course he doesn't synergize compared to the polar fan or what. But people sleep on other options of scouts arsenal more than they sleep in general. The Bonk Atomic Punch, Winger, or Atomizer, basically almost any second in the melee, they're well with the backscatter. Since many people don't understand that they make it serious. But number 7, the Vita Call. I don't got to explain this more now, do I? If you wanna backshot me from the front, if you're the number 1 fan/follower of mini-trees, then this is the no other purpose for you. But the practicality that the ball against you be for 50 Burger King food letters. Number 6 and overall 14th here, the stock pistol. I mean, there is nothing wrong with stock. It's already reliable, but it's nothing special intended for the backscatter. Number 5, the Pretty Boy's pocket pistol. Oh look, the stock pistol but better in like every way possible. It's like the stock pistol, good, reliable, consistent, and pretty much negates its own downside because 3 bullets aren't the end of the world, and even if they meant much, the firing speed throws it in the garbage the same way I throw away my German mini test, which I got a D- on, because the only thing I know how to say in German is "Hello, my name is Sergey, ich wohne in der Serbia," which is like the most basic way to introduce yourself. In fact, even my stupid cousin who starts breaking down when you show him flashing lights could even learn that. But why does he do that anyway? Wait, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, the Pretty Boy's pocket pistol. I mean, it's alright. It's the same ordeal as the pistol. Has alright synergy with every primary, and is pretty good on its own, but not all too special when paired with the backscatter. At number 4, the Winger. In my honest, humble, but 100% true opinion, the best pistol, and it goes really well with the backscatter, as well as I go in your mom. See, it's good for making doing your mom jokes. It has extra mobility and extra damage, but unlike the Pretty Boy's pocket pistol, the clip size reduction actually does shit. But despite your lower damage output, you still have a good mobility tool to get into unexpected positions, and if your enemies react to you flanking them, you still have those 5 shots to finish them off. Now you may ask, okay retard, well why isn't it number 1? And to that I say, stop pretending like you can talk with me through your dirty, dusty, pixelated ass screen, and also don't you ever speak to me that way ever again. The reason it's not number 1 is because some secondaries pair better and so the flank plays still better. But the winger also gets bonus points because the opposite of the winger would be the footer, and I have a foot vet at number 3, the Bank Atomic Punch. It's like math. Take one sip and you go to another world. And I may be bad at math, but I'm good at math, that's for sure. If the bonk is as bad as people said it is, then why is there an entire channel dedicated to Swagger's Bank Atomic Punch montages? Which puts your average spy main YouTuber to shame. That's if spy mains have any shame. Checkmate, competitive players. Wait, I'm supposed to actually say something about the bonk. Well, it's certainly a secondary. You drink it and you become kinda invincible. And it helps you flank better. You can disable Santes with it and negate an afterburn, and yeah, it's without a doubt a scout secondary. At number 2, the Flying Guillotine. Like I said earlier, the shortstop gang can stay mad because the cleaver backscatter combo, Mox fan and cleaver, fan of War and cleaver, shortstop and cleaver, PFB and cleaver, and certainly Mox other primaries when it comes to synergy. People more in the fall of the cleaver Sandman combo, but for every fall of something great arises. Or something like that. I heard that in a YouTube short about some random anime. At number 1, the Mad Milk. Despite the fact that the reason the Mad Milk is called a non-milk substance is because it's so expired, it isn't even milk. But it's mandatory for me to make a cum joke or else I'll get like 67 comments about it. Okay, here we go. Hey guys, guess what? I got my Mad Milk in November. Oh, I guess I failed. No, not November. Oh, spaghettios. There's an E-Quark figurine in my Mad Milk. Haha, funny, am I right? Now that that's done, I'm slightly Penis Scout biased, and because this is the Penis Scout secondary, I placed it number 1. Yeah, pretty much the only reason it's number 1 is because my sense of humor is drier than a Popeye's chicken sandwich. Also, you know how I said I don't like dragging videos out? Well, I may have done it accidentally by ranking every weapon synergy with the backscatter. Whoops. As for his melees, it's pretty much the same unfunny meme subclass biased tier list. At number 8, the Fan of War. Same deal as the Krita Cola. If you really wanna be a mini crit god, you can use this with the backscatter. But for practicality or synergy, the Fan of War isn't good with the backscatter. The Sandman. The Sandman makes me a sad man. Everyone knows how the Sandman was busted the shit before it got nerfed into the ground so hard not even Jelena Karlausha's asshole could pull it out. But does the Icarus of Scout melees go well with the backscatter? No. I'd say unless you're using the always crit with ball exploit, the Sandman doesn't do well when paired with anything. But if you're doing that glitch, you're better off using the Wrap Assassin anyways. Kinda funny how we went from why do you use the Wrap Assassin when the Sandman exists to why do you use the Sandman when the Wrap Assassin exists. And unlike the Candy Cane, which makes explosives one-shot you, now almost everything one-shots you. Yay! Speaking of the Candy Cane, at number 6, the Candy Cane. The Candy Cane model is quite literally freaking sweet, but the Candy Cane itself isn't freaking sweet to use. It's quite literally a Schrodinger's cat weapon. If you never get hit, you never face the downsides, and if you never get hit, you can't make use of the health pack on kill. People say it's good if you get good at the game, but like, hell no. Don't get me wrong, the Candy Cane is decent, but damn Bone Soldiers don't have a skill ceiling or floor that's out too high. And by that I mean a monkey on a typewriter could stick your rocket spam and be somewhat effective to their team. And that makes a lot of people main them, but that explosive damage vulnerability can fuck you over so hard. I mean even a reflex from a pyro can fuck you over if you happen to be overhealed, because it always mini crits. And stuff like a single rocket badge from a sentry can clean one tap you. My source for all of this? I just assume everything I said is true and how it works in game. Number 5. The reason it's hard and not because there's nothing permanent until you consistent melee. Why would ever play the slot back in the back? The whole macro. The game can include the fish and whole track gathering the spice and it's finding blah blah over meme stat and shit like that, yeah, whatever blah blah. I'd probably get a trillion comments about it. And also the non-comment also does this, but who knows what I mean. The Sun on a Stick. Sun on a Stick is a situation, weaker version of the back. The only reason it finds itself hard in the back guy has a ring to fight pyros, but doesn't literally triple your health or some type of damage, like the candy cane or the blind. And since everyone is more of try pyro because people see pyro just double their one, even against pyro's weakest strategy, the people who are cracked in pyro will have to slowly almost obviously pyro to show their back skill in pyro. You will actually be making use of the top side. Does that make the stun on the people who are in the back? Really is what Nah, not that. Number 3, the wrap assassin. Remember the time everyone thought it sucked, but the same guy who got his like hour-long video demolished by a joke account for fucking PLR pipeline of how to fix, made a video showing how good it really is? Yeah, I only put it in this difference to not something emotion like it's like feelings in kinda embarrassing something now. You do? Well, I don't remember that time because I didn't play it to back then. Only taking the first baby steps into the learning you can switch to the sandwich until you are down. The wrap assassin is just martial law material, giving you mid-range damage without taking up your primary spot. The shortstop! What the hell was that again? Nothing. Well, it's giving you long range damage as well. So yeah, it's kinda like the cleaver but with random crits. And also it's in the melee slot and it can also attack without using the ball, and yeah, it's what the cleaver should have been. I think it's what the cleaver should have been. Fight me about it bit. And number 2, the atomizer. I learned about ions and atoms and molecules in chemistry, and I thought I learned all of that in like 5 minutes, and when in fact I didn't learn all of that. My balls were atomized. So that's why I'm kinda traumatized when I hear the name atomizer, but it's not as bad as people say it is, and I'd argue it's Scout's best melee. Goes really well with the penis gun as well. Lets you get into some spots that are more degenerate than your average Loudhouse fan on DeviantArt. And with the mini crit damage, while triple jumping, you can do a lot of damage to people with your long metal pole without needing to go for the behind. Haha, get it? Letting you hit as hard as the my mom kinda homeless funk at 3 AM. Also, bonus point for the taunt kill. The Sandman also has the taunt kill, but who gives a fuck about the Sandman anyways? At number 1, the Boston Basher. Yeah, who could have seen it coming? Wow, that's right, the Boston Basher is number 1. With the Boston Basher, you can recreate what I do at 12:30 PM while laying in bed and watching Hot Girls. And by that I mean stroke my fat 5-inch dick. It's perfect for the penis scout. The backscatter is the penis, the mad milk is the semen, and finally we have the Boston Basher, which is stroking your hairy penis. Hot take, the Boston Basher is kind of overrated. Considering how janky TF2's hit reg is, and how the atomizer does the further distance jumping, its only niche use is uber farming, which is only useful if your medic has a semi-competent brain. And in competitive, which no one plays, and even if you do, you'll have a scout uber farming on the enemy team as well, so there's kinda no point. But for the penis scout, it stands number 1. Yeah, go king! Well, it's so similar just now. Well, maybe if you fucking knew how to use the backscatter properly, it wouldn't feel too similar to stock, you absolutely dumb fuck. And there are now, the backscatter is just stock but first attacks. It's so ridiculous. Just because you people don't know how to synergize a weapon or properly play scout, so think flanking is a forced playstyle, isn't the weapon's fault, bro. And neither are the downsides too punishing. You just haven't played with the backscatter for more than an hour, so you have zero idea how good it be without the downsides. Also, bitching about the backscatter is similar to stock, yet saying one of the downsides should be it. Makes it even more fucking similar to stock. It's so funny to me. Imagine that Goofy has a blue emoji holding his mouth and crying laughing. But since the people community is notorious for crying and bitching, one extra avenue with the speed different kill could be a good change to the backscatter, I guess. And if one downside cat to be I don't know. They remove any downside willingly if I was going from Bum working at Valve HQ. However, no, I like my fun and the business, and I think it's perfectly fine. It's what a side grade should be, and it's very confident. So go out there and buy a strange backscatter, and the name that you name it. Name it Flamini's Backshots, or Flamini's own backshots if you feel like adding the extra text. I know how much Reddit loves walls of text anyways. And even if you can't afford a strange one, it's 15 cents broke ass. Use the backscatter, because at the end of the day, it's a fun side grade. Oh yeah, and guess what? I'm gonna give you yet another unwanted hot take. Fuck you. I think the backscatter is kinda like the iron bomber. Yeah, that's right. You heard me. I think the backscatter is like the iron bomber. That's right. Wait, what the fuck? No, stop, please. I'm sorry. No, what the fuck? No.